NTS Industry channel is back with yet another WALRUS pump show, and today you might see the very best pump for your own garden. That's right, the PW series is the perfect choice when it comes to aquaculture, aquaponics and also water tank cleaning. And as usual, I have a few members of the WALRUS team on the show today to talk about these products. And the first one that I want to welcome onto the show right now is Mark Lin from the International Marketing Department. Mark, welcome back to the show.
Kyle.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're doing great. So Mark, let me ask you, do you have a garden yourself?
Yes, I do.
And you do use PW series pumps, I assume?
Yes, I'm using PW.
Okay, so you can talk about this not only from your professional perspective, but also from your personal experience, right?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So before we talk about some details of the PW series, why don't you talk a little bit about the R&D process for the PW series? How did you come up with this idea for this type of pump?
So we first R&D get the request from our customer, and we assume they need it, and we designed this. It's more like a custom-oriented pump.
Okay, excellent. So we see some of the PW series pumps and subcategories right here. So why don't we talk a little bit about the PW series in general and also about every single subtype?
Yeah, so in general, PW is share the same features. First, they have a high efficient motor, engineering plastic, and also CE and RoHS certifications. And they also are very light and compact, easy to carry, easy to use. You only need to plug in the plug and you can use it. Okay,
so basically the same thing that applies to all of your pumps, but the PW series has also some special features that we'll be talking about. Let's talk about the standard type first. So this is the PWA, right?
Yeah, so PWA is a classic standard type of PW series. This is a pump without any accessories.
Okay, so that's the standard.
Yeah.
Now we have the PWAR.
So PWAR is a PWC with seawater. Because the shaft is used stainless 316. So
okay,
it's suitable for seawater.
Okay, seawater applications.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to the PWAF.
So PWAF is with flow control. Flow control is a sensor that determines if pump is running or stop.
Okay, and that depends on the level or
the degrees of the float.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the position of this thing, right?
Yeah,
so
right.
This is floating inside the water, and depending on where it is, it'll turn off or turn on automatically.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay, so the AC is suitable for smaller tanks, and that's why it also has a different design, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, and so finally we have the PWAD, and we can see it looks quite different from the other ones.
Yes,
so
right. So PWAD is a low suction type for PW. It can suck the water to almost nothing, at about 1 millimeters. And also there's a Taiwan Excellence Award.
Okay, one of your Taiwan Excellence Award products.
Yeah.
And yeah, you mentioned that it's about sucking water out of a tank. So as I mentioned earlier during the introduction, main application, water tank cleaning.
That's right.
Okay, excellent. So that was an overview of the PW series submersible pumps from WALRUS, but also today we have a demonstration, right?
Yeah, we'll have a live demonstration to see how powerful and strong PW is.
Right, we'll be showcasing the PW series in just a few moments. We just need to get a few things ready. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly. And here we are with our live demonstration. Now we can see 2 water tanks and 2 submersible pumps, PW series submersible pumps. So Mark, maybe you can explain this setup a little bit.
So on your side, there's a PWAD with the Taiwan Excellence Award.
Okay,
and
the low suction type.
Yeah, the low suction type. And on my side, it's a PWAC with a water regulator.
Okay, with a sensor.
A sensor.
Okay, excellent. So now let's focus on the low suction type pump first. It should start sucking the water out of this tank.
Yeah,
right now, right? Okay, there it is.
It's running.
It's running, and I think you mentioned that it goes down to 1 millimeter, right?
Yeah, right.
Water
this can
level.
go to 1 millimeter water level, very low, almost nothing.
Okay, let's see. we're almost there. Still a few millimeters right now.
Yeah.
So main application, water tank cleaning. So you want to get the water out, and we can see that we almost don't see any water anymore. So it's done its job perfectly. And now let's move on to the PW AC.
So PW AC will switch on when the water level is higher than the regulator. So now it's switch on.
Automatic turn off now. Beautiful. Alrighty. Mark, thank you very much for this live demo.
You're welcome.
And in our next segment, after we move away those two tanks, we'll be talking about quality management and quality control for the PW series. A comprehensive quality management system is crucial to the quality of your products, and that's what we want to talk about now, quality control here at WALRUS. And as you can see next to me, that's not Mark anymore, that's Simon Yan, head of the International Sales Department at WALRUS. Simon, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me here.
Great to have you. We want to talk about your quality management system at WALRUS, so why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Our quality management system is certified by ISO 9001-2015, the world's most popular management system standard. And we also use 5S principle to manage our factory, to always keep our workplace clean and tidy and help our factory work more efficiently. And we also use 5S color coding and visual management. For example, if there's a raw material, incoming material, our QC team will inspect, and if they determine is NG is not good,
not good quality,
they will put on the red color stickers. If it's pass, is qualified, and they will put on the green color stickers to let our employee more easily to recognize.
Okay, excellent. So that's the first step in the production process, and everything has certain rules that everyone has to follow and that everyone follows. So there is a standard to every single production step.
Yeah, exactly.
And that does not only apply to the PW series, but also to all your other products.
Yes.
Okay. So what else? What else do we have in terms of quality control?
Because there's too many material need to be checked, so we have to make our QC team work more efficiently. So we keep invest equipments to
automate the process.
Yes. So today I want to talk more about our engineer process, because our today's topic was
the PW series,
right? Yes. So since 1990, our first we bought our first plastic injection molding machine. The engineer plastic have been used in almost every WALRUS product for 30 years.
Okay, so mainly for the housing, right? I would assume, and maybe some other components as well.
Yeah, the outer shell of PW, also the inside impeller also.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So many parts. Yes.
Okay.
So the quality of engineer process is so important to us. So we have to make sure it's accuracy. So we buy some machine equipment to help us to test even more accuracy. Yeah. So for example, we have male index testing machine, and we have moisture meters for our racing. And we also have a high gauge and coordinate measuring machine for accuracy. So, and tensile test and impact test for strength, for testing the strength.
So a wide range of testing equipment, quality control equipment. Okay, anything else?
And also we have SRF machine for our RoHS.
RoHS, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you mentioned also a chamber, an environmental chamber before?
Yeah, we have environmental testing chambers because our customers come from all over the world. So these machines usually for the electronic industry to testing the very kind of environmental condition.
Okay, so from the semiconductor industry. Yeah. So how do you use it as a pump manufacturer?
Like our HQ electronic control board.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we test in all kind of environment. It's very high temperature and very cold.
Okay, so to make sure that all your customers from all around the world can use WALRUS pumps.
Yes.
And actually now we want to watch a pre-recorded interview with one of those customers, actually one of your agents in Vietnam, Mr. Alan Zhao, right?
Yeah, Alan Zhao has been working with us for almost 30 years and we have a very good relationship and he knows WALRUS product very well.
I'm sure he does after 30 years and I'm sure he does know the Vietnamese market very well, so let's just check out what Alan has to say.
嗨，大家好，我是 Alan， 是 WALRUS 越南的总代理。我们公司在胡志明市，我们已经代理 WALRUS 有29年多了。在越南 ，WALRUS 的竞争品牌是从欧洲、日本，好像 Panasonic、Pentax、Willow， 还有一些是从大陆来的大陆商标。WALRUS 产品受到客人喜欢的原因就是包装好 ，WALRUS 的品质好、耐用。另外 ，WALRUS 的价格也很稳定。还有一点是我们越南很喜欢用的就是 Made in Taiwan 的产品。在越南的市场，我们主要购买的就是 PW Series， 包括有 PW 400、PW 250、PW Seawater Pump。另外，我们也有购买的就是 TQ、TP、HQ、TPH、TPIC， 还有一些是工业的频谱。WALRUS After Service 也很好，我们有30年的经验，所以可以很快提供维修的服务。另外 ，WALRUS 原厂也很快反应，可以很快的时间提供改善更换。对于一些新的产品，如果有问题的，我们可以换新的一台给客人。还有，对于一些已经买了保护期的产品，我们也可以维修给客人的。我很希望WALRUS公司可以多做展览，参加一些展览会，在越南，好像是越南 Vietwater 展览会。我祝你们身体安康，家庭平安，谢谢你们。
All right, that was our interview with WALRUS's Vietnamese agent, Mr. Zhao. So, Simon, before we end the show, maybe a few final words for the audience about the PW series and about WALRUS in general?
Sure. As Mark mentioned earlier, PW series by WALRUS are customer-oriented products. When we develop it, we consider the convenience, safety, reliability, but also especially the environment. Because we believe a pump is closely related to the water. Water is closely related to the human. This is so important to us.
Okay, excellent. Simon, thank you for joining us today. And thank you for watching today. This was MTS Industry Channel from WALRUS about the PW series. See you next time.